Very well, 100% by foot.
Slips it to McKay, and he plucks it.
Wow.
The kid's got it again.
Wow, this kid was lost, and we understand why, in the first quarter, and he is growing into this game. That is a serious amount of talent to haul that in.
There's players all around him, and under enormous pressure, just edges Harris Andrews under the ball.
I was thinking at quarter time we're going to be talking about, oh, the kid's not ready for it yet, but he's had a game, blah, blah, blah. He's more than ready.
And the big H scores a big goal for his first.
And a classy finish as well. Just
wow.
A little checky, just slotted that one through, and the boys getting around him, and obviously
over the top if he can get it inside 50. He does now. This is McKay. Has time. He'll line up. Lose his man. Snap and goal.
Just kept at it, and he knew he had a player out. So he didn't try and gather it. He just got it going forward, and it worked out beautifully. The wobble on Lingy at the moment, it's hard to bear.
Career best for Lingy tonight.
Lamb, McKay, check side, goal. Nice finish from Harry McKay, gets his second goal. President approves. Their entire list. So if you've been able to stand up.
Latest debutant.
How's the skill level there, though? You go away feeling pretty good as a...
Either side, Silvani. He's got a plethora of options. Could have gone short. He goes long for McKay, who takes the mark.
Didn't rush the kick, and he saw that McKay was able to sneak out the back on McGovern, who was trying to play very attacking in front of him.
The 20-year-old in his third game from Warragul. They've been waiting, the Blues, for him to get into the team this year, and he sneaks that home for a major.
But he's turned it over. Now Carlton have got it. Picked up by Fisher. Long kick. They're going to hit the front, the Blues.
Back in for his first game this year, only his third of his career. Been a little bit underdone over the
For two in a row to put the Blues in front of the MCG. And Carlton hit the front.
One last look into the 50, and he kicks it into the pocket. Oh, McKay got up. He's got the free. Trying to convince umpire Sam Hay to have a look at the scoreboard. Funny, he wouldn't. McKay, critical kick. Oh, what a time to stand up for his third goal. And they ain't dead yet at the MCG, the Blues. Back to 15 points.
Distracted by his boot flying off. But how good's he so? He summed up the moment, goes back and finishes. That shows you he's got a bit of resilience in him, Dean, to be able to handle that as a young player.
The memories. Red as Simpson kicks into the pocket, and that might be another free to McKay.
Good hold of them stripes.
So a chance for Harry McKay to kick his fourth goal. Obviously career high, and he's put it through the middle. A glimpse of what to come for the Blues. 10 points is the margin. And that's an
interesting barrel, wasn't it, to Kerridge? And then Kerridge goes with a lovely long ball. Well, that was fantastic. McKay on the end of it.
And it was different, wasn't it, Bruce? A couple of quick handballs around the boundary. I know they nearly got themselves into some trouble, but then Dale Thomas just saw Kerridge on the far side and thought, well, I'll just barrel it to him, why not?
We saw him before the game, Daisy Thomas, doing that exact thing. He was practicing his barrel, so it wasn't just a fluke.
Can he maintain his perfect strike rate? McKay shooting from the set shot. He does just what they needed.
Not on goal, but I'm not sure that would have been his preferred.
They've turned it over here, Richo, and a golden opportunity. Harry McKay.
half a metre, mate. Metre.
Sure, that's in his routine.
He's an exciting prospect, this big man. 200 centimetres, kicked 4 goals in round 5, another last week. And Harry McKay kicks his first tonight for the Blues.
Duday was dispossessed. Ed Curnow, long ball inside 50, gets out the back, and Big Harry.
I reckon he was off there. Cruiser crashed that pack.
Harry McKay has kicked his second, and that is 3 in a row for the Blues.
Dow, he's away, plenty of space, options wide, McKay Charlie Curnow's at full forward. He leads. McKay sees him, ignores it.
Got Cripps in the goal square. Yep, on
Heppel.
yep.
Dropping back. He might go all the way home. I'm not sure that's touched. It's there.
Kept going. Just carried it. He's just half kicked that from outside 50. Yeah, all he tried to do was get to the advantage of Cripps. And in the end, it's sailed over the top of Heppel and Much trying to come back to help out.
And Jed Lamb gets it and goes on the left boot. Now, here's the chance. McKay waits for it. He does. He waits for it. He runs into the open goal and kicks a goal. And Carlton are in front. It was hard to call because we didn't know what he was going to do. Petrevski-Seton handballs over the top. Carlton. I was going to say, kicked it to a nest of three demons there. And a 50-metre penalty means Carlton will get their goal. Big Harry McKay will go back and put them within 2 points.
It's a smart kick, though.
Yep.
Well done there. Yeah, I just thought he lobbed it over the top. So
8 seconds. 7.
Gone.
And he'll get that shot after the siren.
That's where I marked it, and you said I was on the mark.
Harry, kick it before they take it off you.
Yes.
All right, stick with us. We're going to have a good look at this.
Look at Max Gorn talking to the umpire.
And look at the Carlton players go up to
Almost the furthest from the action, who had the better overview of it rather than being blindsided. And they've got a couple in a row. They're on the way back.
On the 50, he chips it in now to McKay, sliding in. Great work rate from everybody there. They broke away. Much better kick from Murphy. You've seen him really have some horrible kicks going inside 50 in that second quarter in particular. It's a much better pass. Harry McKay with the set shot. Has had issues with his technique, but that is a very, very good effort.
Free kick. Cameron tried to barrel it forward. Caught from behind. Ripping tackle. Turnover. So the Blues have space here. O'Shea needs to find a chest. Charlie couldn't get low enough. Taylor turned it over. McKay back inside, back outside. A roller, a tumbler, a dribbler, a goaler.
Kick had to hit the target, and then Charlie Curnow lines up for a regulation shot from 40 out. That's the sort of pass that great to see. But the follow-up and the work from Harry McKay was outstanding.
28 minutes, but they've got their first goal, the Blues.
Feet now needs to hit a target. Chips it, McKay.
That's the stuff from Paulson that's going to enable him to have an AFL career. That was really good.
Yeah.
High quality disposal, good pickup.
And then persistence paid off for him.
See if he can overcome these yips from the set shots. That is a spear straight over the goal umpire's hat and a massive confidence booster. Heads wide. McKay pushed in the back and is a little further out, but he is within range and he's coming off a confidence boosting set shot.
He's kicked Carlton's only 2 goals, a chance to kick their third here.
Well, he's a pick 10. It's his 3rd year on the list. And this might be a coming-of-age game. He's got 3, and the Blues have huge hope.
He's going to drill it in low, looking for McKay. Rising high in the forward pocket.
forward craft, Dicko.
We have, and we've seen it a number of weeks when Charlie's been up the ground, Harry's been deep, they've kicked it to themselves, but getting some really good synergy too, Dermot. So I think we're going to agree to disagree.
Great
Second time they've gone to each other.
Great game last week with 3 goals to his name. And now the Blues have got the first 2 this afternoon.
Read that beautifully.
Been a fantastic contributor for the Blues over such a long time. And now McKay will get a free kick.
The error of trying to do something to spoil Harry McKay. McKay? What is it?
McKay.
All right, depending which side of the tracks you're from.
Have the shot at goal from the forward pocket. Doesn't matter what side of the tracks you're from, when you can kick like that. Harry McKay with a great finish. Petrevski-Seton in about 4 minds eventually. He went to Curnow, who's trying to instruct his forward McKay where to run to, and he obeys.
There's that connection we're talking about.
Well, I love that. That's terrific. Yeah, the torpedo from Silvani was a really poor selection. In Charlie, as much time as he needed, it's a perfect kick. I mean, that's into an absolute hole.
Goalless last week for the third time in 12 games, Harry McKay, but that one is right on the mark.
So both Curnow and McKay need to do that.
Mullet with the kick, and here he is again, McKay.
Well, when he gets one, he gets two or more, Hutto. 12 games this year. He's kicked 18 goals, but...
McKay, we've seen it once. We've seen it twice. And we like what we see from the Big H. Ball's given straight back this time. Bryce Gibbs might have forgotten who he was playing for there just for a moment.
Coaching needs to kick in at some point.
McKay slotted a couple of beautiful goals early, and he's put that one through the middle as well. So a bit of joy late in the term for the Blues.
Charlie Curnow was really deep. He goes wider and finds McKay. That's a good sign for young McKay, taking a big contested mark, bowling Rance out of the way. So this will test his range. Only half kick, it's coming back magnificently. What a ball. Beautiful kick from McKay.
Out okay to Setterfield, and Setterfield with a high ball. Does he get it over the top? He does.
To McKay, and McKay marks uncontested in the end. So he's looked okay tonight, McKay. Yeah, he has. And here he is with a kick from 35 metres out, slight angle, left footer. Good looking action and style, no problems at all. He kicked a difficult one tonight as well. So he's kicked a couple.
McGovern turns, trusts the left boot, and that's why he had a man, Ed Curnow, clear over the top. Harry McKay, the easiest of goals. Fine start for the Blues. Simpson slices the kick. It's curling towards McGovern. It fell short, and McKay popped up.
Pressure on the rebound, and we're seeing a lot of dump kicks coming out of defence from Port and repeat 50s for the Blues.
Well, looking for his second goal here, Harry. He's got it. Fine start for the Blues.
Gives us some momentum. Murphy spears it, hoping for someone. McKay had to be.
His starting position, Dwayne. The rules say you have to go to the goal scorers, right? The rules are helping you. The rules are helping you play the best sort of footy you can play.
He doesn't take long here. This is a massive moment. He's missed a few very kickable shots. He squeezed it in. He lights the fire, Big Harry. 19-point margin at the last change. From the scramble. Kick around the body. Pretty good from Walsh. Got it into a reasonable spot for McKay to have a fly.
We've seen that so many times this year, to stand under a high bomb like that with no one else coming over the top to give him a chop out.
This is interesting because pre-match he was kicking around the corner from this very position.
And that is a delightful drop putt. And doesn't he and his Blues fans love it. Could have gone longer. Gets it back. Still has McKay. Still has McKay. Now has McKay. Slapped away, but too late by Daniel.
Everyone pushes up, gets involved in play. He's the one.
Opens it up. 20 seconds left. No one on the goal line. And slots it. Fooled them all. Scoops it out to Murphy. Dances inside. Outside of the boot. McKay. He's worried them out of it. And he's going to have a shot from the top of the square. Well, clear. Pick 10 in 2015. And isn't that looking like a really good pick right now? Fisher finds it somehow. Gibbons squeezes pocket. McKay. Well, he's caught everything.
9th mark for Harry McKay. A little bit tougher around the corner when you're this far from the point post.
Everybody's wild about Harry.
The Blues, after taking him with such an early draft pick, you don't always want to see the ball kick deep into the pocket like that, but when you've got a hot hand, when you've got someone that is marking everything in sight, you've got to keep feeding him the footy.
Absolutely. Blues fans, they'd be absolutely loving this. The world's almost returning to normal, Jason, re-emerging as a team in part on the back of a ruckman named Harry.
9 goals for the year. McKay, and that's a magnificent kick. And McGovern can almost go from there, but he'll find the lead of Harry McKay.
And that is just brilliant.
Back off the mark. Allows Harry McKay to move into the space.
Just the intelligence of Dale Thomas at the half-back line to set all that up and get the ball moving in that switch quickly was great to watch. McKay's got that one drifting magnificently. He's got a couple, McGovern's got a couple, and the Blues have got 5 first quarter.
They want to wait around. It's touch, so it won't be a goal anyway. Gibbons tried. McKay succeeded.
Didn't clear the man on the mark, and then it was just a ball up for grabs in the goal square. It bobbled around a few times, and Harry McKay just stood tall. Didn't quite take it cleanly, but it bounced kindly for him.
He shinned it in the end. Great leading pattern from Charlie Curnow. Yeah. He had the whole forward half of the ground really to work in, but continued to change the angles. That was the key. The kick wasn't perfect, but still
forward. Curnow comes at the ball. McKay's in the mix as well. Harry's got it.
Now, that is a really good kick. It was whether he was going for... Oh, he's going to play on.
He is. Is he having a shot? He's having a shot. He's having a shot! Target struck at the G! 3 in a row for the Blues. Not perfect for Thomas. It disrupted their progress. They make good of the situation, though. Down. McKay had Cameron exactly where he wanted him.
Him under the ball, took the 2 grabber, so that's a really good confidence building start from the big man.
Just 7 disposals last week, but did kick 2 goals, 1 13-12 in 8 games, and we're all watching his progression. And his afternoon has started superbly in Sydney. Carlton with the first. McKay looks around, and he's going to get a free here.
Yeah. It's interesting when your mid walks up to the opposition ruckman and he's almost as big as the opposition ruckman. Look at Chris.
He certainly is tall, isn't he?
And if you're, let's watch McKay's kick. Looking for, he's got all of Carlton's scores so far. So it's McKay 2-1-13. The Giants 7-5-47. Through the legs. Oh, great take from McGovern to fight back. Reflex is magnificent. McKay for his 3rd. Yes.
Well, that was unusual to say the least, wasn't it? I thought
Here's the smother from McGovern. Bang! Took it clean. But this is a high quality finish from Harry McKay. Looks inside, assesses the situation.
Yeah, he did. Yeah.
And then just kick one through.
It's going to be quick, McGovern, but he's missed his man. Might get a second crack. Long ball, McKay. It's going to favour his left foot. He can swing around and put it through.
Good as way, so they've been doing a lot of damage around the stoppages, but this will hurt them because of the dominance.
Blues fans cheer. Back to 1 point.
Merritt did well, slapped it, intercepted by Cripps. Terrific stuff. Now a chance. Gibbons. Ball is good to McKay. He's going to hit it from just about 50 after the siren.
Are important set shots now, particularly for Carlton. I would think it's probably going to rain pretty heavily.
McKay after the siren. It's accurate, it's good, it's long, it's a major.
Now Murphy gets on the end and sits it into the leading lane, and Big Harry's able to access the ball in the air. Harry Taylor, everything's got to go right here for the Blues, starting with this kick, and he gets it through. McKay, I should say. Harry Taylor, of course.
Oh, look out. Here comes Darcy Lang from the blind side. And now they should get one over the top. Can McKay get it on the boot quick enough? He'll run all the way in. And that's a big goal for Carlton. It steadies the ship. Going to be tough to run down now.
Dangerous. Ball. Play on. Surely Gibbons can have a crack. McKay. Easy as you like shelling peas.
Incorrect starting position.
And straight down the middle, ugly bounce for Homsch. McKay gets it to bend, gets it to bounce. The wild beauty of it.
It's a big pen. Simpson for his 3rd link in the chain. He gets it on now to Gibbons. Gibbons goes long and strong. Big Harry! Once again, Gary Lyon from full back to forward pocket, and a 50-metre penalty all the way to Carlton. And they'll kick the goal and be 10 points up. McKay, it's a goal to the Blues.
Concussion issue?
Did have an issue with Jordan Roughhead perhaps playing beyond what was considered safe last week.
It was Braden Maynard who pointed that out to the bench, didn't he?
McKay moseys around Schofield, pins the ears back from 50. There's a late highlight for the Blues.
Gibbons, Murphy, backed in the Cripps direction, couldn't collect it. McKay does, that's bending. How's the physics of that?
What a goal, Jono! What a goal! I think I've just seen goal of the year.
Really?
That is insane.
That's a great goal.
That's a snap from 50 by a man who's 6'7" with 3 steps.
Class
This
of the
time of the game.
Unbelievable goal, Dermot. I don't think it's quite goal of the year, but
it's insane. From 49.
It's a huge goal.
Oh, mate, it's got to be incredible to beat that.
But he does 5 of those.
50.
Yeah, I agree, Dicko.
But it's a snap. It's not a drop punt on the run. It's an around-the-corner snap.
Well,
He's on the paint, Dwayne.
You're allowed to get even keeping their spot on the list. Cruiser bangs it back inside 50, and McKay, who also hasn't seen a lot of it, but's had a great season.
That's the thing, you know, you always say you don't really care whether you take a mark or not as a key forward. It's how many contests you get to.
Try and make the scoreboard look respectable in the last quarter, round a bit, and he spears it straight over the goal umpire's wet hat.
That's a bullet.
Unbelievable. First contested mark for the team for the day.
Wow.
So, I mean, he just...
Hands it to Martin. Lace out the McKay.
I don't care what you say. You've got to get the right people kicking the ball in this game. It makes such a difference.
He put a bow on that. Can McKay finish the deal? Looks pretty good. Goal umpire did not move. 2 in a row to the Blues. A couple of dance steps backwards, and then he launches it long on the run. Good grab, McKay, and he's within distance.
It was Cordy there who was just caught napping, saw Keith and almost lulled him into a false sense of security.
He's got 1-3 for the year, so can be a little inaccurate, but normally from this distance it's not too bad. And he crushes that all the way home. Though Eddie opens it up back again. Gibbons, he's still got McKay, still got McKay, still got McKay, and McKay goals. Gold class. Cunning of the Sharon by the Blues. Trying to think of something crazy here. That'll do. McKay, why not? He's kicked 2 straight tonight and set up a couple of others. No Charlie Curnow, no Matt Cruiser. Forward line is his at the moment. In he struts for a third. And Deadeye McKay does it again.
Advantage is paid. Cunningham darts away, uses the left to get it to half forward. McKay was in perfect position to take that mark. Does he go on his own? He's had a look inside. 2 bounces. It gets better and better for Big Harry. Now. Pops it up into the pocket. McKay, he's got it. He's covered some territory. Kicked a great goal earlier on the run. But this is something quite different. Left foot, cross the body from distance, no problem. Harry McKay.
He knew where he was. He couldn't get pushed under the ball. He couldn't be outmarked, but he's had very few one-on-one wins today, so great signs for the Carlton defender.
And the execution of these kicks have almost become run-of-the-mill for the modern player. They love snapping across their body for a left footer, a couple of steps out, bring it back around, and that's what you love to see from your key forward. Do what you
way inside the 50 now, from the corner, Gibbons to the top of the square, McKay!
been involved in. This will be his 5th score involvement. That's a high return.
Harry McKay, 3 goals last week. And 3 goals this week.
Kennedy pumps it inside, looking for McKay. That's front contact. Harry McKay.
Back here. Thank you.
The run around left foot banana.
Wait, Michael, play on.
Well done.
Gets a little chance here. Hooks it cleverly.
In the first quarter, he actually hit it well. Just didn't quite get the distance, so he should have a little bit of confidence around that.
Tight pocket, of course. Buddy likes this one, and he's got it home, hasn't he, McKay? So the Blues skip away.
Now the handball is exceptional. Look at Gibbons. He turned Graham inside out and went short to McKay.
Just opening up a little bit for both teams, isn't it? Just getting better looks going inside forward 50 now.
So let's have a look at this kick. From a pretty uncomplicated and effortless style. Magnificent. Absolutely magnificent. He's got a couple. He could have had a couple more. He's playing well.
Walsh is kicked wide. That's a good one. To Cripps. 5 handballs so far for Cripps. Martin got it over the back. Good kick to McKay. Transition footy. One end to the other. Hard to do against the Pies. Should have probably kicked 5. He's got one today. They're in front.
Go again if he wants. Straightens. Loping long lefty. High ball on the head of McKay. Strong contested mark.
And then sits it up. He's not trying to stab it. He's just putting it to the favour. And you'd want there for a big fist coming from Perryman, you'd hope, rather than trying to take that mark. As a defender, you'd want him coming across on that help side and putting a big fist into it.
McKay, boy, just got it through. The Blues have kicked their 4th.
Papley pressured off the footy by Curnow. They go inside 50 again, the Blues. And now it's going their way, and Big Harry marks. Plays on, hooks it round the body. Another one for Carlton. 7 for the Swans, now 4 for the Blues. And there's the smile. Umpire lets the boys go. Murphy to the top of the square. McKay.
That's the one. Now, he was just quickest to read that.
Oh, plays on Jason. Hooks it round the corner. I hope he kicks this. He does. McKay's got his 2nd. Both times he snapped round the corner.
To Gibbons. Gets the Shepherd. Pumps it long. McKay this time. And he takes off. They're not going to take this one off him. And he gives them life. And gives the goal umpire a little scare. Drop to Sharon. Gets it back again. Back to Gibbons. And now the money kick finds McKay.
Quick ball movement, dangerous. This gives them a genuine shot.
Takes a deep breath. Now the walk in. Opens up the angle. Dead-eye McKay. And it's game on. Hands it back to Levi. Inside towards McGovern. Bends it around top of the square. McKay!
Eddie Betts, how good was that?
He's opened it up and played on and has bent it enough. They get the opener of the last quarter. Hands on it, knocked it down to Cunningham. To Koning. Bumped on the kick. Top of the square. Still a chance for McKay. Open goal, slams it through. So they need 3 goals in 2 minutes.
Walsh, Williamson. Long forward ball, and McKay, lovely elevation at the footy.
Only going to give a free kick away.
Harry McKay, low and straight.
Yes, mate. Yeah, he's enjoying it up here.
McKay, good mark.
Here, Harry.
Play on. That's exactly what he does, Richo, and slots it. Comes to Sam Walsh.
16 contested possessions, Sam Walsh.
High ball, McKay. Good hands from the big man.
conditions, he's finishing off the year really well. He'll feel good about his summer coming up. A little bit more strength and weight on.
That's his third. Nicely done. Spots Murphy inside 50. Here comes Big Harry.
Ability to just take a bit of weight off the ball and put it out in front of Harry, and makes it an easy mark for him. Just a great execution of the skill.
For a really good start to this second term for the Blues. Strikes it perfectly.
Could have gone to the boundary line, decided to straighten up a little. Didn't get a full kick on it, but McKay made it look better than it was. Just needs to hit it a little harder. Big kick here for McKay, and that's nice. Well done. So the Blues not without a chance.
Wants the left side. Steers it to Big Harry. Nice game of footy.
Beautiful hit up again, and strong hands under pressure here from McKay.
Harry McKay's got it. Third on the board for the Blues. You could argue he didn't need to give it away, but McKay, set shot. Nice. Got a couple.
Intercepted. Here's Williams on the left. Big chance for the Blues now. Can Harry get it back to 8 points? 2 goals to 1. Harry does the job. Pies by just 8. Swoops on the loose ball. McKay, he's looking for 4. For number 4, he's had a good night himself. Handles the moment well, puts it straight through the middle. 8-point ball game again.
Become a star to McKay. And now the Blues fans are up.
Dominant performance in this term. It should be a 5-goal margin. It's not. They need to get this on the scoreboard, the Blues.
Well, it's a 12-point margin. And now it's 18. As McKay kicks his second. It's really not working for them at the moment, is it, with Darcy against Jones? He goes long, and McKay. Well, the pressure is immense on this Fremantle defence, and the game being played in one half of the ground right now. McKay desperately trying to get his breath back. And around he goes for his third. He wanted to share it, and he does. McKay's taken another mark. He trusts his right boot. He didn't want to go back and have the shot.
Here's Walsh again. Goes with the pass option. He just floated that into McKay's hands, and he grabbed it like it was a butterfly in the air.
At the deliverer, it's very difficult to defend. You can't chop the arms. Can't really guard space.
Career high on offer. McKay's got 5, and he's not done with yet.
For number 6. Can you hear me, Harry?
Lace out delivery to Dow. To McKay. Held. And he'll line up for number 7. The Blues fans have loved every moment of it. He's loved every moment of it. He's in 7th heaven. 7 goals for Harry.
Wandering around trying to work out where he is. High ball inside forward 50. Harry McKay. Good hands.
He's been going left with these.
Struck that one. Better and got it through. 2 in a row Blues.
He's hard out and playing good footy at the moment. He's okay, but McKay, the left footer, Richo. You go from a right footer to a left. And guess what? McKay's nailed it. Huge moment in this game.
Exact same thing. A massive effort, a massive break, chase down against Richmond, and he finished the game and missed the next week. As you can see there, he hurt the shoulder, but then smart play by McKay, being a left foot into that pocket. nice and easy for him just to roll around and snap it through. But
in the first half, thought about the hand pass, can he hit a target? McKay comes at him, which is what you wanted to see, Jason.
Coming forward, and then the great thing is you can move to the side of the man on the mark. You don't have to chip the ball up high, a little low dart into the leading McKay.
15 goals this season from Harry for an opening goal for the evening. That's what the Blues needed to start the second half.
His hand in the air, didn't get to him, but he'll get it now into the open goal. If he can pick it up, and he does, and he pops it through. They're wild about Harry at Marvel. Langston, Sard, all the big names coming together. McKay's dragged down, and free kick.
That might have something to do with the fact that he missed his first one.
Here he comes. Around the body he goes. Has it got the legs? It has. Splits the middle. He's got two.
Blues fans will go crazy if he kicks this. He goes for the central kick, and it works. McKay. How did he find himself free and almost unopposed?
Well, Harris Andrews is remonstrating with the umpire.
Plays on, bangs it around the body, and squeezes it in. 2 in a row, Blues.
Away, decides to go long. Here's Harry! Yes, sir! One-handed. Beautiful. In comes Big H. The kick is on its way, and he has split the middle. Did they need it? And can the big man deliver?
Walsh strolls inside 50. A dart lace out with a ribbon on it to McKay.
Marvel Stadium for the Blues right now, this quarter.
There's a storm brewing under the roof at Marvel.
Underground kick. Here's a chance for Big Harry. Is this number 6? Oh, if you don't mind, that was magnificent. Great play.
Clean hands versus fumbling. Brings it in one hand and then a little snap around the corner. He can be happy with his day's work.
Didn't see Wright coming, got rid of it in the nick of time. High ball, McKay. McKay strong against Stewart. Big powerful whistle, and now McKay around the corner, kicks the goal. So he's got one as well. Able to swoop, and from the logo, sends it forward bound. McKay's got the sit. Stewart with him. McKay! Beautifully done.
Stringer before, missed the opportunity going inside 50. Couple of turnovers hurting the Bombers there, and that is a good set of hands.
This, for a game high, 16-point margin. Right in front, no problems. The Blues near three-quarter time lead by 16. One little bounce. Here comes McKay on the lead. Now, there were whistles going on while all of that was happening. So this leaves McKay directly in front. With the rain on the way, a 16-point lead is going to be hard work. No problems, he's got it. The Blues by 16. Everyone on the ground knows what he's going to do and go around the corner, but it's impossible to stop. He goals. Kicks goal number 4.
Leaderboard, and Harry McKay with that goal. One behind Tex Walker, the leader. It's the 4th time he's kicked 4.
What's the one thing in common they all have on that board?
Here, Stocker to Walsh, cruises through 48. Good effort from Karmas, but in the process, gives away the free kick.
I mean, he was guaranteed to get the free kick. If he'd waited for it, he risked getting spoiled.
I think a super year to put the Blues in front. Spills to Nunes. Can he size something up? He can, McKay.
Bang.
Bang. He's a big man, Levi.
The D10 running him over.
So this for McKay to hit the front in the race for the Coleman medal. Never in doubt.
Ray dropping off bets to go back. Here comes McKay. And did he hold it long enough? And Matty Nichols says he sure did.
Whether he'd take a drop punt or go across the body. So obviously feeling it on the boot.
Around the corner he goes, got it bending beautifully. Wasn't that precision-like from McKay? Sold some candy. Now the stroke forward. McKay stretching over the top. And he'll line up for goal number 4.
Really gets in line with the man on the mark.
Let's have a look at this. Gee, they've called play on early. He's gone around and kicked the goal anyway. No problems. He's kicked 4, but the play on called too early. Pulverising tackle there. Curnow now presenting to McKay. And he stuck it. This would be a great get for the Blues. McKay, no problems. So really good perseverance from him. Here's Saad. Through the middle, McKay. Can he get over the top with that shoulder double grabber? Oh, and that's not going to go well. And it's going to be a little sore and 50 as well. Point blank range here. Salem's got to go back on the line, and he does. And no problems for him. He kicks his second.
Nice for McKay. This is a good performance from the Coleman leader. Under 20 points.
Looks like a drive footy, doesn't it?
For 2 in a row for Harry. They love it. They absolutely love it.
55, Betts to the goal line. Up they go, front square, free kick. Free kick to Carlton. It was spectacular from Eddie Betts. What a mark. McKay comes in and kicks his first. 3rd in a row for the Blues, and suddenly they grab this game by the throat. Mitchell up to 41 touches. He averages 39.5 against Carlton, believe it or not. And big Harry comes out full-chested and takes the mark. Now he's going to run the clock down here, Harry. He's going to kick from 55. He wants to get a full 30 seconds off the clock.
Well, I think he's fooled the umpires, but certainly the Hawthorn defenders are still shouting, pointing, making sure the dangerous space inside the forward 50 is covered.
If he's smart here, he'll be able to kick. If he run out to the left, he'll make up a couple of metres.
Umpire calls play on, and big Harry gives it a roost. He gives it a magnificent roost. He's kicked the goal. Harry McKay. What a goal for Carlton.
What a kick. He embraced the moment, he seized the moment. This is what I've loved about Harry McKay of recent weeks. Hasn't had big first 2 or 3 quarters, but he fights back, he keeps competing, and he kicks goals, he contributes to his team late in games. That shows me that he's a great competitor, Jordan.
Yeah, I agree, and as soon as he kicked that goal, and I know it's not a final, you think back to Franklin, sort of 07, when the moment's there, and when you're a young key forward, and you haven't had the best day, to have a kick like that when the game is on the line, 55 out, to really seal the win for your team, the ripple effect that has on your team, the confidence it gives the rest of the players out there is huge.
Happily, Walsh beats Kennedy, pops it high, McKay will get a run at it. He's kicked 9 of his last 11 shots until he hit that post earlier. And he sneaks that one through, does he? He does. Scores level. Setterfield provides the run. Can he hit the target? He can, and McKay will get a chance to go back and kick his second.
The runners from half back and through the middle of the ground, providing some good opportunities. A nice little hit up to Harry McKay.
From 40 out. Just guides it through.
Now Gibbons sits it to a dangerous spot. McKay, the big reach.
Again, Sinclair couldn't get a fist on it.
For his 3rd. Right through the middle.